Can you hear me now? Okay. Okay, I'm just making sure there's a delay. Okay. Forgive me. I want to see. So yeah, keep our intention focused, right? When we start to think about all these things or these other things start to come in and everything happens like this, we start to lose our focus. We start to lose the intent of what we're doing, and this begins to mess with the actual outcome, right? Our fear, Kali Ma, our fear is what starts to mess with our outcome ultimately. Woo, you guys, so hot. I need to sit my ass up here. Woo! It's a feisty one. So, Diana, more messages. Joan of Arc, voice of truth. Stand strong. Focus on your purpose. Release the fear of persecution and speak your truth. So, what's really important right now, especially a lot of what's going on in the world right now, that was at 11:11, is our voice, right? A lot of people we've had just as a collective energy, as an earth, as a society, as human beings, right? We've had our voices, right? We've had our voices somewhat kind of stifled, right? And this is this Joan of Arc, this battle, right? It's like the rebirth, right? You see lilies. Lilies are indicative of death, but also like a rebirth. And she's got all of her armor and everything on. So like, what's she ready for? She's ready to take out the old and bring on the new, right? Lord Ganesha, infinite abundance. Ganesha always popping up. Look at that at 12:03. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increased. So yeah, you guys, just know, like, as long as we're on our path. Yes, Commander Ashtar, let's go. Galactic Federation coming in hot. Call to action. Take charge. Lead by example. Walk your talk. So yeah, make sure, like, if you're out here being like, I care, I'm a good person, or I'm that, or whatever, make sure you're sharing. Make sure you're sharing about Gaza. Now, maybe going out in the streets isn't for everybody, right? That may not be the course of action for everybody, right? Getting on a boat like Greta might not be the course of action for everybody, right? But that doesn't mean you can't use your social media, your all the, and people are complaining, well, I'm gonna get banned and I'm gonna get that. I don't fucking care. Like I'm so past that. I'm so past fighting that. You guys, I'm so super over that, and I know it um, keeps happening to me on my Instagram accounts and stuff like that because I keep sharing. But I'm not gonna stop sharing, you guys. Now the whole world. And can I just say thank you to all of the countries, okay? Especially Italy. If you guys didn't know, Italy is literally like shutting down their whole country. They've been shutting down the whole country. The train systems, the opera, everything. Everything, you guys. They're just shutting it down. Why? To stand with Gaza, to stand. We're in the middle of a genocide. You can't act like you're spiritual or you're tapped into the Christ consciousness while you're turning your head, while you're not projecting energy of healing, of love, of people becoming aware. I spent the last year figuring out how to channel energy to make people become aware to be able to make a difference, right? Because we weren't making a difference by showing people murdered children and all this other stuff. We weren't making a difference like that. It was stressing people out. So I was like, how do we do that? How do we, reverse this death? And like how we do it is we let everybody know that we're all human beings and we're all standing here. We're all in this together, working on creating this new world together, right? What do we have? The Queen of Cups, yeah. Some of us can foresee it or feel it a bit, and as we participate more in doing these type of activities, we're gonna feel more into them, you know? Kali Ma, facing the fear, okay? So give us more clarity. Yeah. The fear is, okay, the devil card. Okay, this is the card of Capricorn. So happy Saturn day, the day of Capricorn and the devil. Now, what this is it's not necessarily just like the devil, right? Foosball is the devil. No, it's what it is the fear of this is being human, right? This is the fear of being seen, right? See how they're here and they're not dressed or whatever, right? It's the fear of people seeing you for what you are, right? Of them not seeing this mask or this projection that people have been saying, you know, like, oh, I'm a good spiritualist or I'm a good Christian or whatever, but like, but it's like, but, you know, we can see through that. We can see through that. And this is the fear that you have to face, right? Kali Ma. This is the veil that's coming down. Face the fear, facing fear, right? Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. So it's like, what side are you on? You know, you can't say love wins. You know, it's like Star Wars. It's like the light against the dark, right? It's like, which side are you on? Are you on the organic, like, pro-life side? And if you're on the pro-life side, then that means it's all life, like the genocide, not just this life, not just pregnant, not just whatever, right? Like, you guys, come on. Human beings. Okay, another card for that. So the devil energy is like anything that we do that allows us to escape, okay? What the ancestors are saying right now especially is this is whatever we use for escapism. Okay, so for instance, this can be addictions, this can be burying ourselves in work, this can be also avoiding accountability, avoiding opportunities, right? It can just be missing out on things that you need to because you're allowing for this devil energy. You're allowing for the distraction or the separation or the addiction, whatever it is. You're allowing for it to be an actual thing. Okay, so it's like you have to face that fear. You have to face the fear. You have to say, I'm ready to receive, you know, this cup or this offering, right? I'm ready to receive this from the universe, and I'm ready to say, okay, I want to be in a better emotional state because right now, the way things are looking, right, the way where I have this connection to this addiction or this escapism isn't really sustainable. It's not really going to last, right? So more clarification on this. Yeah, justice. Now, for a lot of you guys, you may be dealing with, some type of, here we go. Yeah, you guys may be dealing with some type of court case. There may be a decision being made. This may be something that is in the works or that is happening. You guys may think, okay, this one person's fucking something up. This other person maybe is making you, maybe you feel like you missed an opportunity because you didn't make the right choice. Well, justice is here. So if you were making bad choices and you missed an opportunity that was given to you by the divine and you didn't listen, then justice, okay? This is, again, this is Saturnian energy, right? This can be court, this can be judicial, okay? It can also be like where before you had an opportunity, maybe you chose the wrong choice, right? The devil, or you are trying to use the devil or addiction as some type of escapism, and your fear is really facing to make the choice of deciding that this opportunity is or isn't missed anymore, right? And when you make that choice, then either the higher realms bring justice, or maybe once you decide to make the decision, right? Yeah. Once you decide to make the decision and to let the secrets out, right? Knowing that even this decision might make you lose your opportunity, and secrets or lies could come back, but you got to do it, right? You got to do it. You can't keep escaping. You can't keep escaping, right? We have the devil, the Four of Cups, the Two of Swords, the Justice, and the Moon. You can't keep escaping because eventually karmatically it's going to catch up to you. And with the Justice card here and the Moon card here, that means that the secrets or the deception that you thought you were running, or that you've been able to run for an extended amount of time, isn't going to be happening anymore. And this fear that you're feeling could be very real if you don't make the right decision. Okay, make the right decision. Give us information, clarity on the Miriam, the sacred vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. The Empress. Okay. The Empress. So the Empress is this very Venetian energy. The Empress is conception, birthing, all this other stuff, right? So it's the strongest feminine energy that there is. Go away, little buggies. So now for a lot of you guys, there may be a feminine entity or energy, person specifically in your life that you need to forgive. You need to offer forgiveness or offer something, right? Ask for forgiveness, maybe ask for forgiveness, because we have the Empress here. So this is like very motherly, matronly. So it's more of a forgiving, compassionate energy. So remember that love has no boundaries. So for some of you guys, what I'm getting is asking for forgiveness. Yeah, asking for forgiveness, so something doesn't come to an end, right? So the world doesn't end up, you don't want your world to come crashing down, but you actually have to you actually have to take the action to do this. So for some of you, it's like, forgive yourself, right? Don't compare yourself with the world. Know that whatever you're working on is your sacred vision, and as long as you're taking action and moving towards it, right? The Knight of Swords, then you will be able to bring this thing into fruition. Yeah, Ace of Swords. Okay, for some of you guys, it does take a specific action. Okay, for some of you guys, the forgiveness is asking the Empress for forgiveness. For others, it's a truth, right? A truth coming out, apology, maybe an offering, right? This is words or actions. So what is that? What is that about forgiveness? Yeah, Queen of Wands, upside down. Yeah, so it's about so somewhere there was someone that maybe someone was being a little bit deceptive. Maybe someone was engaging in an act of passion, and yeah, it caused some extra work, caused some extra burden. 10 of Wands, okay, caused a lot of extra burden. So you're gonna have to forgive yourself. You're gonna have to ask for the forgiveness in order to be able to work together and figure it out. Because right now there's a little bit of of abandonment being going around, right? There's a little of not being able to help, and maybe some people are being more defensive, maybe other people are not, but there is definitely boundaries that have been set that cannot be crossed, right? And this is because maybe somebody or something was acting in a rather sneaky way, or something that was hiding, someone that was being defensive, that was hiding, that has felt abandoned or out in the cold. Yeah, may be ready to now take this action after they put in work to come and give this apology, to say, let's work together. I don't want to be left outside anymore. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to come out of this hiding mode, and I'm ready for the reciprocity to be bugs, sorry. I'm ready for the reciprocity to be more equal, right? Okay. So hold on, I'm gonna pick these back up as we keep going down the line, just to make sure we have as many answers as we can, right? So for Isis, manifesting magic, your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. So are we focused on what our dreams, visions, and goals are? We have this full moon coming up, ancestors. Have you been asking or calling upon the ancestors for what you need, right? For what you've been manifesting. Now, we're still working on things that we've been manifesting, right? We're not bringing in all these new things. We're still coming into completion. We're figuring out which things are no longer going to serve us, and we're figuring out which things will serve us, right? Further. So let's stay on that note. Okay, stay on that note. So, manifesting magic, King of Wands. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. King of Wands knows. He knows where his passion lies. He's ready. Look at that. The wand is sturdily there. This is someone that has a lot of passion for something, right? We have the Seven of Wands in reverse. So, what does this mean? Again, it's someone that doesn't want to be defensive. Someone that doesn't want to fight or cause uproar, right? Someone that has boundaries, but is willing to make compromise. But the thing is the honesty, the truth needs to come out. Okay, the truth needs to come out, and when the truth comes out, they need to have an honest or direct response. Okay, and so this when our goals or our visions are becoming reality, we need to let go of things or people or situations or places, right? We need to stop defending things that are maybe toxic, that are deceptions, that are lies, that are secrets, right? We need to stop defending that, right? We need to stay in the space of what and who is giving passion and attention. And we need to very directly, Queen of Swords energy, we need to say what we want, right? We need to know what we want. So we can't say anybody is or isn't doing anything right or wrong if we're not definitive about what our boundaries are, what our limitations are, what our needs are, right? If we keep secrets, then it's hard for people to be able to help. Yeah, it's hard for people to be able to help you put in the work, right? It's like they can't help you work. Victory cannot be achieved. Success cannot be achieved if we don't know exactly what our passions are and what we want. Now, of course, other things are going to come along the way or the road, right? And they're not saying that our passions, our dreams, our desires can't change or evolve or something like this. For sure, that's a reality. However, we need to know. We need to be more definitive, right? The Queen of Swords energy is very definitive. This is like absolutely definitive. Like she knows what she wants, and she's not like she'll cut off somebody's head before she goes back on what she's decided, right? So decide, definitively decide. Okay, Diana, focused intention. Think about what you desire, set your sights high, expect the best possible outcomes. Okay. Whoa. Again, so here we have Justice and the Two of Swords coming out again. What are the chances of that? So your focused intent means you're making a decision. You're not saying, well, I'm going to leave things open and see which one works out best. It's like, no, this is balanced. I know. See, the sword is up. The decision is clear. The decision has been made. I know that the balance is happening, right? I know that that's a thing. So like, I'm not gonna go back on this because it's already written. Like, imagine it's like almost like a court. For some of you guys, there will be a court ruling, okay? There will be a decision that needs to be made, okay? and you need to say what is the best, set your sights on the best possible outcome, right? So if you want to win, then focus on winning, because the Justice and the Two of Swords, okay? So for some of you guys, this could be something that you're dealing with from the past life. This could be somebody, also this could be dealing with some type of family member, or something like this, right? But there is justice and there is a decision being made. And what it says is expect the best possible outcome. So yeah, for some of you guys, you're going to have to make an apology, or you're going to have to tell the truth. Or for others, the truth will come out, right? The truth will come out. It will come out. For some, I'm getting that there is some legalities, some things that were coming into play. People were not being true, or causing emotional upheaval and not being honest. And now there's a decision that needs to be made. For some of you guys, this could have been, so this could be past life or soulmate, but for some of you guys, this could be somebody that you either were already married to or had, there's a lot of cups here, but maybe you could have had business or something else with. For others, this could have been something that your family or somebody has been actually doing since you were young, since you were a child. Something they could have been hiding from you. Interesting. So keep a high vision. Yeah, this is something that's been coming a long time coming. This is something that's been in the works quite a long time. Yeah, judgment. Judgment Day is coming in, you guys. So yeah, so some people, King of Swords. Okay, yeah, so some people are gonna get cut down. Yeah, gonna get cut down. Messages. You're gonna find out something super interesting. Four of Swords. That's gonna come to an end, and it's gonna cause a bit of a upheaval, a bit of a heartbreak for people. Okay, so keep your best. Again, expect the best possible outcome for yourself, right? Don't focus too much on the bad things that other people are doing. Focus on your happy ending or best possible results or outcome for yourself or whoever's involved, right? Yeah. For a lot of us, we're going to see a lot of different things. So next card, Joan of Arc, voice of truth. Stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. So for some of us, there might be something that you're asked to act on, to speak on, to testify on. For some, this can be an older female figure, a mother, matronly figure, something like this. And they may have been doing something for quite some time here. For some, they could be worn down. For some, they could have been just kind of pushing you, yeah, making you stand strong. So you may have been pushed or persecuted or overworked for a long time. Yeah, Ace of Wands. Now it's time for you to tap in to your passion. Now it's time for you to get the love and the attention and the admiration that you receive. Also, even finances. Yeah. This is something that you've maybe known about, or something that other people have known about. Something that you've been feeling is coming in, but you didn't really want to give it too much thought, but you know. Okay, for some of you guys, this is a power. Okay, for some of you guys, this is an actual, a power, the ability. So for some, you could be similar like me, or other things like this. You could be psychic, intuitive. You could be a reader. You could have a passion in the more higher occult arts, or the ability to tap into the ancestors or spiritual realms, right? Yeah, the sun. You have the ability to tap into these higher vibrational light frequencies. You have the ability, the passion, and you put in the work. For a lot of you guys, yeah, the voice of truth is, as long as you're still speaking out on behalf. This is why I do my best to do readings all the time. Because as long as I'm delivering the messages, it doesn't matter who does or doesn't receive them. That's not my business. It's not my business. My business, not even my business, my job, right, that I've been asked from the higher, from the ancestors, from the divine, is to deliver the messages, right? Who's meant to receive them, when they're meant to receive them, how they're meant to receive them is not my, it's not my business. Okay? Forgive me. It's not my business, right? It's trying to get the light out of here. It's just my job to deliver the message, right? Don't shoot the messenger. Just my job to deliver the message. So yeah, happiness. Look at this. Happiness. What you've known you deserved for a while, right? What, since you've been following your truth, you've been following your passion. Joan of Arc, voice of truth. Stand strong. Stand strong. Yes, I put in all the work. Yes, I've come this far. No, I'm not giving up. Look at, that's the 9 and then the 10. But the 10 with makes the 1, so it's like, no, I'm starting this new project. I'm getting this. I'm getting this love. I'm getting this 9 of Cups. I'm getting this wish fulfillment. I'm getting my happiness. I knew that I deserved it. I know that, I had it coming and I'm getting it. Yeah. And I'm holding that position strong. And I'm killing it. Now the voice of truth is coming out because I found the way to find the strength within, it's like dancing with your demons, right? Literally, that's like what it is. That's like what this strength card is for me. It's like learning to tame the beast, right? We're learning to tame the beast, and this is Leo energy also, but we're learning to tame the beast that is within us, right? And as we do the shadow work and as we tame the inner beast, as we find our voice of truth, and we're okay, right? We decide that we're okay with however this is, and we say, okay, we release the fear of judgment or persecution or anything like this, right? We're not gonna let that affect us anymore. Oh shit! Sorry guys, sorry. I just dropped them all. We're not gonna let that affect us anymore, right? We're not gonna let that affect our happiness. We're not going to allow that to affect our happiness because we're above that, right? The Joan of Arc. We're going to keep our armor on. We're going to keep our protection and our shield and everything up. We're going to keep that up. We're going to keep that going, right? And that's what we're going to do. So we're going to keep that. We're going to maintain the happiness. Okay. Messages. Lord Ganesha, infinite abundance, guys. Yes, celebration coming in that we've been waiting for. Okay, some of you guys have been waiting to come together, to celebrate, to wait for a decision or an answer, a result, a solution, something. Okay, good. Good. I love this. I love this. Infinite abundance. Let's go. Or Ganesha. Infinite abundance. What does it say down here? Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. Okay. So, can you tell us about this infinite abundance? Can you tell us about these obstacles? Being removed. Okay, yeah. So we've been working on this. This is something we've been working on. We've been putting on the work for a long time. Okay? We've been waiting to reap our rewards. Knight of Wands. Yes, we're taking this action, passion, Jackson. Okay, so yeah. So it's coming in hot, right? That's what I feel like. The Knight of Wands is always coming in hot. That's great. Coming in hot. Okay, whoa. Now there may be a problem. Okay, for some of you guys, what you're worried about here, okay. Some of you guys may be worried that there's many options. Okay, let's get some more information on this. Or maybe you can't make a decision. Okay. Now, for some of you guys, some of you guys may have been working to rush in. This can be an offering of love. Now, this can be a fuckboy energy, but with this 7 of coins, it's not. Okay, with the 7 of coins, it's like, I'm gonna come in bringing the passion, but it's something that I've been working real hard on. Okay, working real hard for sure. The problem is they can't decide maybe what to offer, or if there's other people making offerings, or maybe they're waiting for another offer. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. But the Page of Cups is expressive of, um, again, the love. So, and then with with the Seven of Cups and the Page of Cups, that's Eight of Cups. So, what are we? What are you walking away from? So what I'm getting here is, okay, so what's going on, because we're under Ganesha, right? So what's going on is Ganesha has removed some of the other options. Okay, Ganesha has cleared, obstacles have been removed, spiritual support and connections are increasing. Okay, so what I'm hearing is he's cleared the field. He's cleared the playing field, right? Ganesha has cleared the playing field. Okay, he's cleared the playing field, so everybody can play now. I don't. So everybody isn't playing now, right? So now this offering, this emotional love, right? Because we may feel like, we may be abundant in a lot of different ways. However, like for instance, yeah, for instance, if we feel like, okay, like I'm grateful, I'm abundant, right? Because I'm like, okay, I have a nice place, right? I have all these things, right? And so I can be grateful and happy and thankful. Like abundance is coming in many different forms, right? Like I have a million things to create things with, right? So I have an infinite amount of ways to keep myself busy or occupied, to feel like there's always something, right? And where I live also brings a nice train of thought to that as well, because I see people that like do their laundry and bathe in the streams and the river and stuff like this. So it keeps everything in a very interesting perspective for me. So it's just, it's interesting, right? How we view abundance, right? Like I view abundance as when it gets really hot, like I can eat some ice cream or I can turn on my air conditioner, right? Like other people may not have that ability to like turn on a fan or change the music or change the, the room that they're doing their art into another room to do a different type of art. Like some people may not actually have that same ability. And so my abundance, right? My understanding of my abundance is, wow, everything that I have here is things that I wished, I wished that I could be bestowed upon so long ago. And that's awesome. Like maybe I don't have the one thing that I want or whatever, but how we view abundance, now I also view abundance in within our relationships, right? Like I can be happy and have all my wish fulfillment sitting here, but I'm also sitting here by myself. I may have all these full cups, but like I'm hanging out by myself, right? And maybe like that's not, maybe what's abundant for some people is not for others, right? Yeah, exactly. Like I'm sitting here holding on all, like I'm sitting here, I got all this stuff, but I'm sitting here by myself, misering certain things, and I'm like, well, there's got to be more people, another path, another way in the world, right? There's got to be another way. So what's the clarification on this Lord Ganesha, infinite abundance? So we have the the Seven of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, right? So somebody's been working really hard. They're not just going to jump in and out, right? This isn't going to be a quick in and out thing. I mean, there may be some quick in and out happening, right? Someone's been thinking about this, working on this for a while. Just to be real, okay? Ganesha has helped to remove, okay, where there might have been other options, maybe other problems, for some, the karmic situations, things like this, because there's a lot of cups that are happening here, so this is an emotional thing. Ganesha may have helped to remove some of that, some of the other options or some of the other things that were going on. Now, for some of you guys, you may have been up to something that you didn't want people to find out, or you may be secretly doing something. Now, for some of you guys, you may be trying to work out this offering, okay? This Page of Cups, this offering. You may be trying to work it out, but you may be secretly doing something or sneakily doing something. Now, this can be a couple different things. This could be, not for everybody. This could be some type of illegal activity or business that has happened. You guys may not all receive your money from fully legit sources. And that could be why you're being sneaky. Now, it also may just be because you don't want the person to know. But again, I don't know why you wouldn't want the person to know or understand how or why you're getting your money. That's a little strange. That's a little strange, guys. It's a little strange. Um, okay, because some of you guys, you want this to come to, you want to be able to rest. You want to be able to heal. Okay, for some of you guys, what you're doing is you're doing more work. Maybe you're doing more work in secret in order to get this healing, to heal from this broken heart, from this third party situation. Now, this is upside down. So let's see. You may already be finally healed from it, and that could have been what you were hiding in order to make this new offering. Can you give us clarification? King of Pentacles. Okay. For some, you could be, it could be also healing finances, maybe as we heal emotional states or thoughts, things like this, right? Swords or thoughts and actions. As we change our actions, right? As we change the sneaky behavior and choose this new path. Yeah, okay. As we change the sneaky behavior and we choose this new path, and in the physical, right? We stop, even with our thoughts, our words, our actions. We stop acting like this, and we get on this very different path forward, right? We stop with all the additional options and the fuckboy energy, and we're saying, yeah, we're gonna offer this love, right? I don't want to be heartbroken anymore. I don't want to be. I've healed that. And now I'm able to have this more sturdy offering, right? I'm able to. The King of Pentacles is like, this is older money. This is like, I've set something up for us. Can you give us more clarification? Yeah, I've been working on something so we can work together. I've also been working with other people in order to do that. So Ganesha, yeah, is bringing in the abundance through many different ways. Now, again, what has to be removed? Secrets. Some things are hidden. So there is a secret, there is something that's hidden, there is something that is maybe a little bit deceptive, and that's what we're moving. Yeah. Okay, this was upside down. So this is another, okay. So this can be another person, another woman. This can be somebody that's attempting to cause a bit of trouble. This could be also something. No. Nope. Someone attempting to cause trouble. This was upside down. So this can be people that are in your ear, people that are close to you, things like this. Ganesha is trying to help to remove those people, because there is people, yeah, okay. There is people that you have been working with that are being deceptive, that are causing lies, that are creating more of this type of energy. And this is what Ganesha is working to remove. Why? Because it's leaving you as the wounded warrior, right? It's putting you in this state. What are the messages coming through? What are the messages coming through? Please and thank you. Yeah, some people that you thought were on your team, some people that you thought were your friends, your family, whatever, they actually are stabbing you in the back, okay? That's now three cards that are stating that, okay? So this is what, these are obstacles, yeah, justice. Somebody that could have tried to turn you in. For some, because you are divinely protected, those who did try to turn you in or stab you in the back or were holding the lies or secrets or tried to create lies or secrets on you, will have some type of legal repercussions, right? Totally will have these legal repercussions, and that's going to be a bit problematic. Yeah, because I'm seeing these sorry, I'm trying to go over here. I'm trying to see what's going on. Sorry, I'm trying to see if I can see if you guys chat. Now I have another thing open here so I can see if you guys ask messages. So yeah, for a lot, those who were trying to do something against you will actually have some type of law or judicial thing. Yeah, there is action that is being taken. For some of you guys, you're wondering if you need to take action, if there's legal action that's going to be taken, and the answer is yes. Ganesha will be moving it, right? We will be removing it. So some of you guys have been wondering if there is something that you're waiting to get paid, if you're waiting for a job, if you're waiting for something like that. Don't be defensive. Don't fight. Don't cause any fights, right? Just let that kind of rest, right? Let Ganesha remove that obstacle in order for the abundance to come in. Don't fight it. Allow for it to be removed. Just be aware that there is a lot of people that are trying to create this uproar and that are actually against, right? So, Commander Ashtar, call to action. So what is this action, Jackson? We're being called to take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. Messages. Ooh, judgment. Okay. So don't be so quick. What they're saying is don't be so quick to judge others. Have you started by judging yourself? Are you walking your walk? Are you talking your talk? What are you doing? Don't be so Don't be so worried about what everyone else is doing. Also, there will be people that are attempting to use, okay, for some of you guys, there is people that are attempting to use darker forces, darker energy against some type of completion, against some type of union, marriage, connectivity. So take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. So if you know, right, if there's other people that are out there saying all of these terrible things, making these bad judgments or saying bad things about certain people, don't pass those along, right? Don't stay in this depression state. Don't keep that state of depression rolling, right? Happy, successful, independent, okay? Single. Now for some, yeah. For some, there could be a judgment that was made, okay? We could have removed somebody that was actually toxic. This could be toxic partners, toxic people, things that were removed. When we made the judgment to remove them or to end this type of union, this can lead for depression. This can lead for a bit of sadness. But don't focus on these 3 cups because you'll miss out on 2 cups, okay? Be happy in your state. Find your inner happiness, your inner joy without the other person, without the codependence, without judging them for what they did. Just accept what they did in order for the actual union to come into play. Can you give us more information about these cards? Yeah. For some, there is somebody that is actually, once you let go of this one thing, this other thing comes in very quickly. This other bit of action and things come in very quickly, okay? Tell us what's coming in. The union. Yeah, wish fulfillment, okay? For some of you guys, stability, money, wish fulfillment, all of that. All of that is coming in. I just want to see if I can see you guys. Are you saying stuff? Ciao. Yeah, okay. So yeah, for a lot of you guys, this means moving away from old patterns or habits. Some you guys, it means from places, right? From places, people, again on the bottom, from places, people, situations, things like this, right? And from who you work with. And you need to tune into it. You need to really tune into your intuition, right? Tune into it and say, okay, I know what's right. I know what's wrong. I'm not into it. And I can feel it, right? I can feel it. I can see through it. I'm not gonna allow people You know, I'm not going to allow people to be deceptive to me. I'm going to be more aware with the people that I work with. And if the people that I work with aren't on point, right? If they're causing this stagnant energy, then I'm not going to work with them anymore. I'm going to go on this single solo thing. You know, there's two cards. Yeah. We're going to see who's been doing these types of things, who's been being sneaky. The judgment is going to be obvious, right? And the people, karma, look at this, Wheel of Fortune upside down with the Page of Swords behind it. People will be getting their karma. People will be actually getting their karma. So, and some people don't think that they have karma from this, but they do. Okay? They do. They have karma for wronging those that are divinely protected and directed, right? Yeah. The truth will come out, right? The lies will okay, karma. Yeah, the Magician. Okay? Make sure that you're creating your circumstance. Make sure that you're doing anything like that. Does anybody have any questions that you guys want me to pull cards on? Yeah. Stay focused in your intent so we can have the 10 of Pentacles, so we can have the ultimate outcome, right? This is number one. Number one. Yeah, when we're moving away from these other, we're moving away from letting these things take our mind, right? Walk your walk. And if that means walking away from other people or situations that you thought, just because you've known people or you've done something or whatever for so long doesn't mean that it is good for us, right? Like a good way to think about it is like, okay, so I have some friends that I've known since I was a teenager, some friends that I know from high school or whatever. Like there is a couple people that you're like, okay, I'm still friends with you. But there's a lot of people where you're like, not like, why? Like, I would hope that we evolve past a certain point, right? I would really, really hope that we evolve past a certain point and we can be better than that, right? Because change is the only constant. It's the only thing we can count on. Not even people or anything else, right? The only thing we can count on is change being constant. So let's see. I want me to get these other cards. Where are they? The oracles. I move around a lot, so I put cards away and take them out and put them away and take them out. So, do you guys have any questions? You want me to pull some cards from? Drop me a question. Let's see. Whoa. So we need to change the way that we think, okay? We need to make sure that we're on this more forward-thinking path, okay? We have 44, the thinker. Okay? We need to think more on our dreams, on our wishes, on our goals, but don't overthink it so much, right? Treasure Island. Okay, see all the love. This is 9. It's about really completing the thing that gets us there, that floats our boat, right? This turtle is floating on the sea with the treasure chest above it. What's floating our boat? What would be our ultimate goal or outcome, right? Like what would be this treasure? What would be the gold at the end of the rainbow, right? Are you willing to do what it takes? Are you willing to go the distance? But not just go the distance. I'm hearing the Go the Distance song from the kid, like from Hercules, right? I will go the distance. So this is the 11, okay? 47 is 11. But what it's talking about is not just, are you willing to go the distance, right? What's coming up is basically when people are ready to do healing work, when people are ready to level up to the next level, to the next spirituality, to anything like this, right? What happens is, are the people willing to do whatever it takes to get to that next step? And sometimes that means we're leaving places. Sometimes it means we're leaving people. Sometimes it means we're leaving things, right? It means we're literally, see the cheetah? Okay, we're charging. We're running away from it. We're running to this better goal or outcome, to this treasure island of sorts. More messages for the collective, please and thank you. Yeah, truth be told. So So what was once true for us, okay, this is the energy of 5. So what was once true for us in life at some point in time, right? This is the energy of 5. What was once true for us isn't always going to be true, right? We may open that cage and set that thought or that whatever free, right? The owl, the wisdom, the golden mask. It's like we're going to take this mask. I'm trying to get it on here. We're going to take this mask off, right? And we're going to let the wisdom and the love and everything, we're going to open that up and we're going to let that come out. And the change, right? The change from as we grow and as we open our heart up is amazing, right? But the truth will come out. And the truth, like again, our truth isn't the same as it was 20 years ago. What we thought was for sure, even 1 year ago, like even a partner that we thought was 1 month ago, 1 year ago, whatever, may not be there. Okay, yin energy 2. Okay, if we want to really have this better partnership with ourselves, if we want to balance the masculine and feminine, whether that's with a partner or with ourselves, we have to be saying, okay, in this yin energy, in this female energy, yeah, breathe. Again, the energy of 11. The yin is the energy of 2. Yeah, clean it up. Okay? Clean up what has to happen spiritually. 21, this is number of the universe. But 3, also manifestation. So clean up our thoughts. Clean up our space. Clean up our area. Clean up our act, right? Like if we notice, so something that I was telling somebody, right, is like, they're like, oh, well, I'm not like that. That's just how they are. And I'm just like, if every one of your friends, right, birds of a feather flock together, right, this saying. And it's like, if every one of your friends is this type of human, if every one of your friends is this skeezy or lowlife or cheater or liar or whatever, right, if they're all doing these type of things, then what does that say for the type of person that you are, right? It's like guilty by association. So clean it up. Clean up your act. 2 to 1. And that's sometimes what has to happen. You have to be flexible with when you're calling in new magic, when you're manifesting things. You got to be a little bit more flexible, more viable towards things, right? It wants me to get the Crow's Tarot. Okay, I guess we're still going. Let's go. You guys have any questions out there you want me to ask? Okay, apparently you do. 3 of Wands. Okay, so some of you guys have been waiting for something to come in. You've been waiting like a fox. What have you been waiting for? Oh, first, sorry. The Page of Wands, secret, enigma. Okay, so for some you've been waiting for this to find a little bit of what's the secret? Where's the passion? What something's hiding within, right? Something's hiding within. What you're waiting for is maybe a little bit 3 of Wands. Maybe you're waiting for something or somebody to come in to bring a little bit of extra light or passion into the situation. Queen of Wands. Theorize, calculate, okay? So yeah, this is something that maybe you've been over-calculating, because we have the 8 of Cups. But here in this deck, it says shy or timid, okay? For some of you guys, this could be Cancerian energy. See the crab in the shell here? Shy or timid. So you could be trying to calculate something, thinking about, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. I want to offer this cup of love, but you're not actually offering the cup of love because you're shy or you're timid, okay? But the 8 of Cups with the Ace of Cups, again, is the 9 of Cups, which means this is wish fulfillment. Okay, guys? So what are you overthinking? What is the wish fulfillment, guys? What is the wish fulfillment? 5 of Swords, distress or confusion. Okay, so you guys feel a little bit overwhelmed because you don't know what the outcome is going to be. Distress or confusion. Because once you do this, once you take the action, once you make the action or the offering, right? Once you express your passion and you take the action and you make the offering, right? And you let this secret or enigma out, right? Once you say, I have this little passion, I've been waiting forever, but I'm trying to be calculated, but I'm a little bit shy, but I still want to offer it, but I'm a little bit scared because when I do, then I've put all of my cards on the table and now I don't know what the answer is going to be. I'm not so sure of myself. So why are we not so sure of ourselves? Why is the distress with the confusion coming out? Because if the truth is being told, okay, what do we have here? The yin energy. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay, interesting. Interesting. So first we have the Nine of Swords, crucified or tortured. So for some of you guys, you may be afraid that, okay, and I'm just saying this, yin energy, because it's under the yin energy here, right? Female, okay? So some of you guys may feel like it's too hard to express, I'm going to say this, right? To express or act upon your feelings or emotions. Why is that? Okay, treasure or discovery, 10 of coins. So for some of you guys, it's because you feel maybe like you don't have enough value, okay? Because the 10 of coins was upside down. You feel like maybe you don't have enough value, or maybe that you're not of high enough echelon or match for this other person or this thing. And maybe what it is you don't have the ability to physically express, to say or express your emotions, right? This feminine, this yin energy. I don't have the ability. Yeah, Queen of Cups, shaman, enchanter. So they may feel a little bit intimidated by the feminine energy. They also may just feel intimidated, again, holding on. We have the Four of Coins, miser, security. Yeah, in the reverse. So they may just feel intimidated, again, because what's happening is once we say or express this thing, right? Once we, Eight of Cups, once we let it out, we really understand that we either we're walking away from this dream or this outcome, because now we're going to get the answer, right? The universe. Totality, wholeness. Well, this is beautiful. This is maybe why this deck wanted to come up. So after the Queen of Cups, the shaman or the enchanter, right? So after this happens, right? What's going on is you're holding on to your protection, and masculine or feminine, you need to be able to let that come to an end in the beginning, right? You need to be in this feminine state of, okay, if I'm hurting and I want to cry, or I need to cry, or I'm asking for a hug or whatever, I don't have to feel like I have to hold that in or hide that from you, right? Because we have the universe, this beautiful energy, totality and wholeness. So wholeness. So it's not going to end, okay? Okay, I won't say that. Okay, I won't say that because I don't know, and I can't guarantee anybody else for whatever their stories are, right? We don't know, okay? Sure, I can know, but that's not my job. My job is to bring guidance and clarity for you to find out what your mission is all about, not for me to tell you how it goes down, okay? That's not what I do. It's not what I do here. But what could happen also is the totality or the wholeness, like in just coming through and being honest and sharing these feelings or this emotion, right? And in this physical plane, not being so scared. Like maybe you don't have all of the emotional availability, right? Maybe you don't know how to show up in a physical sense. Maybe you don't feel like you have enough money or finances, whatever it is. By coming in and speaking the truth and being honest about it in this yin energy, right? The totality and wholeness is going to be okay. So whatever ends up happening, right? Whatever result ends up happening is what is meant to happen. So if it ends one thing, then what will happen is it will begin this whole other level. It will unlock this whole other level for you. And it will begin, you'll just have like this interesting epiphany if one thing ends. Now, if it doesn't end and you're actually greeted, right? If this leap of faith, right? This cutting off this crazy shyness, if this is actually met with this totality and wholeness, then you could actually come into this totality and wholeness, right? Yeah, justice. Okay? Balance and equalize. So yeah, it could actually equalize the whole situation. Okay? And then we have breathe. Again, 11. So 11, 11, okay. Then we have breathe, justice. Okay, what's coming into justice? Ace of coins, wealth arising. So yes, the wealth and everything will start flowing better on the physical plane um, once we have this realization, right? Once things come to fruition and we have this realization, then we can start to bring in the right things. Then we can start to celebrate. Then we can start to understand. Yeah, we just have to get out of this internal hermetization, right? Self, internal, yeah? We have to find the flame, find the moth to the flame, and rise above that, rise out of that, right? Take the breath, right? Stop judging yourself, stop judging others. Know that the universe, that the divine is what's ultimately in judgment, right? And awaken, metamorphosize, right? Take that breath. Sit down, call upon the ancestors, do the meditation, do the breathing, right? Do what it is. And allow for the higher divine to make the judgment. Yes, yes. And then the sun is what comes in. Beautiful, you guys. Power, Genesis, okay? So that's what comes in. After we take the breath, we say, okay, yes, I'm surrendering to it and I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to take a breath and I'm going to believe it. I'm just, okay, let's go. And boom. Okay, so now for clean it up for 21. Can you tell us about clean it up? Please and thank you. Ancestors, whoa. They love on you. Direct them directly, okay? 7 of coins, okay? 4 of swords and 4 of cups. Okay, so 7 of coins, so production and reap. So remember, you're gonna reap what you sow. So clean up those edges. Clean up those little threads and things like this. If you're gonna reap what you sow, then clean it up. Know that who you're sowing seeds with, who you're sowing things with, ideas, anything. Guilty by association. Okay? So for some, if there's cheetahs out there, make sure you be running away from them, right? Because this is gonna fuck with your luck. It's gonna fuck with your luck. Clean it up. Clean it up. Restore, rejuvenate. Yeah, 4. This is about healing, okay? Again, this is words and actions. People that we're taking, that we're cutting off. Actions that we're taking to clean up, to cut off. 4 of cups, opportunity. Change. Yes, okay? So normally this is a missed opportunity in this deck. If we clean it up and we take the action, to clean it up, we get to change. We get the opportunity to change, right? We got to get away from those cheetahs. We got to get away from those cheaters that are fucking our luck up, okay? Clean it up. Clean it up. Clean it up. Let's see. Yeah, the Hierophant, Sage, Mentor. For some of you guys, as you clean it up or as you remove some of these people, these cheetahs, it's just like all these cheetahs, right? I'm sorry. Cheetahs, liars, deceptors, deceivers. Nay, don't be here, okay? As we, production, reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. So remember, what other people are sowing, you're going to reap if you're doing things with them. Cut them out. And as you do that, you're going to be more in tune as you ask for the ancestors to help bring clarity, the Hierophant, right? The Sage, the Mentor. This actual mentor, other person, may actually present themselves or enter to actually be the next thing. Okay, cool. Cool, yeah, strength. It's going to take strength for a lot of you guys. This is something, this could be people that endurance, fortitude, that we've been pushing off or pushing through or getting rid of or moving through since, since August, July. Yeah, July, August. 9 of coins, harmony and chemistry. Yeah, okay. So we got to find things that are within alchemy, within the correct chemistry for us, right? And we got to step away from the things, Page of Swords, captivation, in trance, okay? We got to step away from the things that are keeping us in trance, that are captivating us, right? We got to stay away from those things. We got to find the things that are creating new ideas, new ways. The Empress, conception, intuition. Yeah, exactly, okay? That's what we have to do. We have to find the harmony, the chemistry. We have to do that, okay? Seven of Swords, yeah, cultivate, prophetic. It's like we have to step away from certain things. In order to cultivate certain things, we have to cut certain things, right? Temperance, yeah. Chemistry and fusion, okay? Yeah, we have to find the balance in everything. And then we have the Fool, wanderer, explorer. Yeah, and we have to trust things that are above our ability of understanding. And we have to actually just kind of soar above it, take that leap of faith and know that we're ultimately the magician, right? Amazing. Look at this. Sorcerer or alchemist. We are the ones creating the alchemy. We are the ones doing it. Look at this. The Lovers. Okay. I'll do a love reading, you guys. The Lovers, twin souls, reverence. Okay? And that's what comes into play. We find the balance, we find the alchemy, we find the harmony. We end with the Lovers, and 6 is the reciprocity. It's the giving and receiving. Yeah, Ace of Wands, success and rule. So it's like we will have success in all of these things that we're working on doing, but we have to get rid of the delusion, right? The Moon upside down. We have to get rid of the lunacy or the delusion, and we have to know that it's something that needs to be removed. And this means with any people, places, or things that are still causing these uproars within us. Okay, guys, as always, infinite blessings, love or light. I'm not seeing any questions from anybody. So I'm going to clean these up. And I got to get downstairs. If you like, comment, subscribe, share, you guys. If you want to schedule a private reading, divinitywithinme@gmail.com is my email. You can also use the same email if you want to send me, help your girl out, send me some PayPal, give me some support, check out my project that I'm working on, the Give, Send, Go. Can help with some of my funding. If you like what I do, I would really appreciate it. Every bit counts. $1, $5, $25. Anything you can give me would be great. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. As always, infinite blessings, love, and light. Ciao for meow. Zoe out.